Catch up on all the live shows right here on africatechradio.com.
Welcome to Africa Tech Radio, and you're listening to Cruise Control with Mide Daniel. As usual, we'll be discussing the latest updates on your social media applications and different smartphones. The new iPhone 15 is overheating. This is nothing but a sick joke. Since the latest iPhone models went on sale, some users have been complaining that the devices are getting too hot to touch, literally too hot to handle. And Apple has said that there was a bug when updating the operating system on the phone. And they also claim that the changes to third-party apps are causing them to overload the system. Apple should admit fault for once. iPhone users have become used to their devices becoming hotter during the initial setup when they are being backed up due to the amount of processing power being used and the phone working overtime. Well, most phones work overtime. Most iPhones work overtime anyway. So basically, it's always hot, like always hot. But these issues with the iPhone 15 have been worse. Worse, you mean that you probably should be able to iron with the phone or cook? Anyway, Apple has said that the devices may be warmer in the first few days after setting up or restoring the device from one iPhone to another because of increased background activities. They also named some apps that may be the cause. And among the apps named were Instagram, Uber, and the video game Asphalt 9. Apple has stressed that the warming phone is not related to the new titanium casing that houses the iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max, instead of the stainless steel that was used in the former iPhones. They also dismissed the speculations that the overheating problem has anything to do with the new USB-C port. Apple has said that the issue is not a safety or injury risk and it will not impact the iPhone's long-term performance. We just wait and see. Top songwriters who have worked with award-winning artists have said that artificial intelligence isn't something to be afraid of. Opinions on this technology have differed, but some songwriters have said that AI can actually be a useful tool in songwriting. Some use it to mimic the voice of the artist when they are writing to check how the voice sounds. That actually makes a lot of sense, really. But they all agree that AI cannot imitate the artistry and human emotions that goes into making music. One of the writers on Doja Cat's song Woman, Lyndon J, says that AI provides exciting opportunities for the music industry. He also welcomed AI as a tool, but not something that should fully replace the craft of writing good songs. He said that he has been using it a little bit in his writing just to help advance ideas. Another writer on the same song, Woman, Aaron Horn, says that the music industry is always adapting to new tools and technology, and he thinks that AI is a tool that people can utilize to fill in spaces, fill in gaps. He said that it's great to have new tools, and tools are always coming into the studio. So in their view, a good song is a good song, and industry shouldn't be afraid of embracing new technology. ChatGPT can now access up-to-date information. Thank God. OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT, have confirmed that the chatbot can now use the internet to provide users with current information. The artificial intelligence-powered system were previously trained only to use data till September 2021. Countless times, personally, I've tried to use it, and when I search for something, or may say, go to the internet and check this or check that, it says, I only have access to data up until September 2021, and this can be frustrating. This move means that some premium users will be able to ask the ChatGPT questions about current affairs and access news even. OpenAI says that the future will be open to all users soon. Now, OpenAI also revealed that the chatbot will soon be able to have voice conversation with users. I think this will mean that you can ask questions directly. There's just some questions in your head that when you're trying to type them, you suddenly don't have an idea of what you're saying, or it seems that English will fail you. This time, some of us or some people will be able to actually ask their questions directly and get answers. I think this is really, really smart. Anyway, ChatGPT and other similar systems use huge amount of data to create convincing human-like responses to users' query. They are expected to dramatically change the way people search for information online. And honestly, up till date, they have actually really been trying, except for the lack of appropriate data. But now that they are using up-to-date data, I feel like the process is going to become more seamless and more fun to use. But bearing in mind that ChatGPT doesn't also remove the place of the human brain, because now everywhere, everyone in their offices, in schools, when they're given a task or a document, everybody just goes to ChatGPT, how to something. So ChatGPT doesn't remove the point of using your head, but it can really be a useful tool for whatever we're trying to do. Join the conversation on all our social media platforms and catch up on africatechradio.com. Remember, dreams don't work unless you do. Go the extra mile today.
Thanks for listening, and don't forget to catch up on all the live shows right here on africatechradio.com.